Hi guys, it's Nancy and I have a new release from Spellbinders, and this is called the Bubble Over stamp set, and it's so cute. So there's a soda can or beer, I guess it could be, depending on what you're thinking. And it says, "May your day bubble over with happiness. So delighted you're my friend. Your kindness is refreshing. Happy birthday. You crushed it. You're the coolest. Just popping by to say I love you and thank you." And then there is a straw, some bubbles, some popped bubbles, and then the can. And then the dies will cut out the soda can, the straw, the popped bubbles, the bubbles, and oh, you have an inside and an outside of the straw. So this will actually die cut the little lines inside the straw if you wanted to, or you could stamp it and just cut the outside. So you can do this to straw, and you can do the outside of the stamped image. So I've already started to color this, and I have a top folding A2 size card. And so I've stamped and colored the can with alcohol markers. I didn't record that because I thought it would just be too lengthy. It's just basic coloring. But I wanted to die cut this out. So we're going to die cut this out, and then I'll cut out the straw so you can see what it looks like. And then we will assemble everything here. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to leave this white and cut that out. Okay, and I'm going to bring in some colored cardstock. So the orange is from the already released Color Essentials cardstock. The gray is part of the new cardstock release. There are new colors being added to the Color Essentials. So this is already out. This is part of the new release. And I'm going to use the previously released splattered embossing folder. So since we're going to have our machine out, we're going to do our die cutting and embossing all at the same time. Now, I don't want to waste this paper here. So I'm going to die cut a straw, the splatters, and the bubbles out of the center of this. Let me bring my platinum into frame here for you guys. And the orange is what we're going to run through the embossing folder, because to me that looks like spilled soda. Okay, so we're going to run all this through the platinum. Okay, so to do the embossing folder, we're going to take one of the cutting plates off. So we're going to have the base platform, my embossing folder with my paper, and the top cutting plate. So we took the bottom plate off, and we're just going to run that through. Keep an eye out. Spellbinders has new 3D folders coming. Okay, so here we have our embossed. And then we're going to do our die cutting. So we're going to put our base plate back in. Put our paper and our dies in. Run those through. Very easy. Okay, and here you can see that detail, the embossing in the straw there. So that's really cool. And then we're going to cut these pieces out of the center of the gray, because the gray is going to be our matting layer. So these are just going to be extra pieces, and we can decide to use them or not use them. So there you can see the outline to the straw. And then we have the tiny little pieces that if you want to use those for your bubbles, you can. Let me pop those off my plate here. sticking to my embossing machine. Okay, so now we're done cutting everything. And now it's just really simple assembly. Okay, so I'm going to start with my top folding card base. Now I'm just going to pop out those little pieces that are stuck in the cardstock here. Okay. And this is cut down to 5.5 by 4.25, which is A2 size. So I'm going to put that down first. All right, and I'll trim that little excess off later. And then I have my orange layer, which is my splatter embossing folder layer. And that's cut down a little smaller. It's 5.25 by 4 inches. That is not centered at all. I don't think I cut that right. Five and a quarter by 4. No, it is cut right. Guess I just can't see straight today. Okay. All right, and then we have our soda can, and when you die cut the soda can, it actually die cuts into the can, so you have a little opening here that you could poke your straw into. It's like that. So we can leave that on there. And I want to put my sentiment on here, so your kindness is refreshing. And that just sound fun. Okay, so I'm going to grab my stamping block. And I'm going to grab my really dark black pigment ink, which is VersaFine Clair Nocturne. I guess I should probably do this in a Misty to make sure I get it nice and black. Let's do that. Let's do it the right way so we don't waste all that beautiful coloring. So I'm going to put my soda can back in here, take the straw out. Okay. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay. That looks really good. And we don't want to touch that ink yet because it's a pigment ink and it takes an extra second to dry. Now I can layer this straw on top of this straw just to give it a little bit of dimension and depth, so we're going to do that. It's like a little shadow layer. And now we're going to tuck the bottom of the straw in here. And we're going to tack that down with a little bit of glue. And I think we should pop this up. What do you guys think? I was going to put it off to one side, but I think I like it in the center. Isn't that fun? Now we do have some little bubbles and these tiny little pieces if you want to glue those on. I'm not going to glue those on, but I do like the bubbles, but I think I'll stamp them. I'll stamp some of these. There we go. That looks cute. Then I don't have to glue the little ones on. You could glue them. You can stamp them. That's what's fun about these sets. And then there are the little burst bubbles. Okay, I think that is really adorable. And that was really not that hard to put together. Okay, so again, that was called the Bubble Over Stamp Set using the Color Essentials cardstock from Spellbinders and the dies, which I think the dies are a really nice addition to have because you get the soda can, you get the 2 straws, you get the bubble bursts, you get the bubbles. So a lot of fun there. So definitely check this set out if this is something. I think this is great for masculine cards, kids cards, just any kind of encouragement card. A lot of fun here to color and put this together. This is something you could just have the kids color and then cut it out. And maybe you can make a 6-pack, you know, for dad or mom or whatever. Something fun with the fun little sentiments on there. So go check it out. I'll have the link down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I want to know in the comments, if you drink soda, what is your favorite flavor of soda? So my favorite as a kid that we rarely got growing up was cream soda. But I would say I usually always have Pepsi and Sprite. Pepsi and Sprite are my go-tos. But I want to know, what is your favorite flavor of soda? Comment down below for me, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on stamping. Bye!